Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the party.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
We are live on this beautiful Sunday morning / afternoon / evening, depending where you are.
Grand Rising.
We're going to get up and hang out and chill.
I hear that a lot, Grand Rising.
Yeah.
Right?
I hear that a lot, Grand Rising.
Yeah, it's meant to replace Good Morning. I got it from some other people and I really like it.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising. I mean, I don't know.
If you're here, say hello. Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
What a joy to see your little picture.
Ooh.
How's Australia? You guys, is that really hot? Good morning, Tabby.
Wow, I love you.
You're moving from fall into winter, so maybe it's not as hot.
Oh.
Thanks everyone for joining us at this time. We're just here.
Oh my God, my internet.
We're like this past turn through retrograde and everything has just been crazy. It's just continuing. It's just like so much emotion and stuff. So we decided to get together and just come together and do any kind of messages or healings, and the four of us really just love each other. And you guys, so we're like, oh yeah, just let us know when you do anything. Thanks, Tabby, that's so sweet of you. If that calls to you, I really feel like I'm just, I don't know, hot is always nearing the end of summer. Yeah. And then doesn't it get like really cold there too?
Not their winter is our summer.
Right. But are the temperatures as extreme, Andrew, where you live? I know you've told me about this, but I feel like remembering I was like, ah, and then I blocked it out immediately. I was like, okay, when I come see you, I'll be prepared. I'll be prepared for the. I feel like we just perpetually see each other always in the spring or fall.
Ooh, it's an active morning. I love it.
Ooh.
Good morning. Oh, my girls.
Well, just let us know if you are in need. Even if you just want a card, that's chill too, whatever. Or a little bit of you want to go and just really clean stuff up and get some messages. Just let us know you donated. Good morning, Angie. Let us begin because I know I've got.
Good morning.
What is today? Sunday. Kayleigh does her tarot classes on Sunday.
Sunday fun day.
Oh, thanks, Tabby.
It is.
Let me get the list going.
I'm the student.
Oh, great. Thank
you. Sammy's on the list first because she donated first. And then Tabby is next. And just let us know as you go, guys.
Okay.
We're not going to be on that long. We're really just here for people who are feeling really called and to hang out and see all of you. That was our other. I was like, we see people too. I think it's been forever.
Who are we doing? Sorry?
Yeah, days are hot at the moment. Hoping to cool down soon. Yeah, sending cooling waves, Andrew. Sammy is first. We want to get started with her, and then Tabby. So as you guys, if you donate, just let us know. And I'll have the list just propped right here.
I mean, we could send them some of the storm weather we've just had. That would be
cool. That was crazy. You guys had like
122 mile an hour winds on the Isle of Wight. Yeah, they the roof of the O2 got ripped off.
That's crazy.
Millennium Dome. Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if they'll update the EastEnders credit to have the hole in it. There's a program called EastEnders, and it's like a map of London in the opening credits.
Yeah.
So it has the Millennium Dome in it, and you can see it. And I just wonder if they'll colour it in with black for a little while just to show the hole.
That'd be be amazing.
It'd be amazing if they did.
Who wants to go first?
Whoever is called.
What's going on? Okay.
Isle of Weight.
Oh, I love these cards. Well,
I'm using, I guess we should maybe talk about this. I'm using the Spring Song Tarot.
I love that deck. Abby has that deck.
I love that Abby and I share the same deck because it's so great. Jared got it for my birthday.
Yeah, he did. He went, I thought this one. Is it okay? And I was like, it's fine. Perfect. It's got a whale on the front, isn't it? No, elephant on the front, but the whale's really good in that deck.
Mm-hmm. I can start.
Yeah.
Go.
The cards are sweet.
Yeah.
They're really pretty. Yeah, I'm getting coffee too. This is best ever. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
Aww.
Jared, can you tell Carrie I want a cup of tea, please?
Yes.
I
I just steal my husband's clothes. He's always like, "Do you know where my hoodie is? Do you know where my sweatshirt is? Have you seen my jacket?" All right, let me
right here. I'm just putting on my oils.
Oh, first of all, what I heard was I'm just poking out my boils. And then I have follow-up questions to that.
I have a rune that means boils, so that's great.
I was like, I need to know more of what's happening over there, but I don't know if I really want to know more. But
I was putting on my oils.
Oh, okay.
Isle
of Wight.
Isle of Wight, yeah.
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 That's
Just
funny.
outside. Well, it's an island. You leave Portsmouth and Southampton that way, across that way. On the bottom bit.
Oh yes.
I can't wait to walk all over the UK.
All
All right,
Sister
Sammy. I just love these cards. So what came out are the Page of Feathers, the 3 of Feathers, and the 10 of Shells. They're just so sweet. So the first one has a raccoon. Exploration and discovery. So you're in the movement to the unknown, but it's so beautiful. And I really feel this is more, I mean, there's outward stuff happening, but this is really going in deep and really exploring these beautiful depths and parts of you. It's like you have time to do that now. And so it's really just coming to the surface to be released. Look at this beautiful moth. Like, what's with the sun? And really allowing this. And I just am really feeling like, I don't know, I just keep feeling it coming up like this, right? And it's just like you're just coming up to the surface. And the 10 of Shells, it says blessings and well-being. Not just you being blessed, but you have the ability to bless others in such a concrete way. Like, really, thank you, Estella. Thank you for letting us know. I know this is just kind of like confirmation, but I don't know. I just feel like this blossoming. Like, so when when I'm in your heart space, right? It's just like this opening, right? This beautiful, and like there's this beautiful, pretty lotus on your head, like right here, and it's just opening up. Like everything's just opening. I just feel like you're coming alive. Yeah. The follow-up card is decisions and directions. So, just sit back and decide where you want to go and what you want to do, and you'll know that you'll bring that into existence. And people save the world, that kind of thing. No big deal. Feels, yeah, there's a big change happening on the inside, and that's beautiful. I'll let the other side in. It's really, because I can't wait to hear about it. If you're open, I'll just do some gentle Reiki while the rest is going. Just let me know if you're open to some Reiki. Dina, you ready? You look ready, Dina.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's so much magic going on here. Well, I got a Plala. You were a peaceful being. And I love this one, this whole like yin yang action going on here. It's just like that, finding that inner balance that, yeah, Niki, and then I got the lover. So I feel like whatever's going on between, like in your romantic life, and I don't know anything about what's going on in your romantic life, but I feel like there's something or someone that's wanting to reconnect with you that is from another time. It's like there's someone that is coming back into your life from another time to remind you of the love that, like this deep, deep love that you have within you. I don't know where that's coming from, but here's the thing: the positivity is all about keeping a positive state of mind because yeah, there's something about this. It's like, she's like, yes, bring it to me. Bring me all the good stuff. Bring me all the magic. And then I have the confidence. I mean, I just went crazy with these cards. But the divine feminine dragon comes in, and she's just coming in to just it's just like you're connecting back in with all aspects of yourself, and it's just like, and with that the confidence dragon comes in. So the two of them, it's like you're being surrounded by all this magic, and it's just like you like being surrounded by all this divine feminine energy. It's like, I can't even explain that in words. It's just like you're really being held, like just everything that you want, everything that you're setting intentions, it's like it's kind of wanting to just come around you and then be birthed through you.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. And I just feel like it's just you having the room, the space to allow all this magic to just kind of be birthed through you. It's like, things are happening and things are on their way, and it's like giving yourself space to like acknowledge all the things that you've been doing for that to come into your life, because you're the co-creator. Okay. You can circle back around to me after. But yeah, Krishna. Yeah. I just feel like it's just okay. I feel like that's you know what to do with that.
Do you want me to go next, Kayleigh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm finding it really hard to breathe. It's either anxiety or energy or excitement, because I'm stood in front of a rose quartz building. I'm in a crystal village at the moment. This is why I've been looking around everywhere. But your house is rose quartz. I don't know, but I don't know if have you had an upgrade or something? Because your cards are really coming out like it. I feel so much magic, so much excitement. And okay, so Selena's saying that you can hear more because your first card was psychic abilities. She's saying that you're channeling in more and more and more, but there's something else that's coming. But also you are a counsellor that people will go to and you will help them. Very much angelic with you, very much angelic. I feel sometimes that I don't know what's coming in, but all I can say is you just need to go with the flow because you need to trust. Very much water element with you. So I use the water to begin with. And Selena's saying, like, just go outside in the rain and just keep washing yourself, cleansing yourself, because there's quite a lot of dialect coming in. And also be you, being the truth. Yeah, this rose quartz building is amazing because they're showing me this rose quartz bath. Here I go again with water. Just soak in that water and put rose petals in your bath. And there's just lots of like broken up crystal around you, like a whirlpool. And like you're just walking in, but your energy is really strong. But believe what you believe what you are doing is right. Trust in the universe, trust in your soul family. Yeah. For some unknown reason, I keep seeing a llama. So I was looking into llamas, even though I got Jack and Lily, I was looking into llamas. And llamas are really hard creatures, aren't they? They live on mountain tops and they're really sturdy. And Jack was saying to me, Mum, we can carry so much load and help you. So all I can say is don't do too much. Put the load on the llama. And it will take you up the hill. But your whole family is around you. But I love your rose quartz house. It's amazing. I'm going in that.
Oh. I just got really emotional listening to that, Lorna.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's beautiful. Like, I just feel like so much love and excitement. Like, there's just so much. It's just beautiful.
So, yeah, I felt the heart space here, just here, heavy. And it's funny because I just put on my green oil before I started, and it just sat there. There was also pain around the sacral. So I don't know if you're feeling blocked creatively. Just went and read that energy. I also saw an obsidian tower, a pyramid, and out the top of it was this beam of light coming out. So when you feel secure and grounded, that's when your light truly shines. So for you, it's about recognizing how you can bring that for yourself in situations. How can you ground yourself? Because pyramids are about our ways of balancing our own energetic fields, our own electromagnetic field. And it's about how you bring that grounded into your own environment yourself, as much as we can have others help us with it. That's really what, in order for you to focus your light, that's what I'm getting from that obsidian pyramid. But yeah, anyway, so the cards that I got was the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. And I feel like this is you assessing everything, to be honest, everything at the moment. On the shadow side of the deck, the undertone of the deck, it was the Tower, which again is that feeling like we're not stable or structured underneath. And the fact that it's on the shadow doesn't necessarily mean it's coming in. For me, it kind of means that this is the underlying feeling that you're having at the moment. That everything's kind of deconstructing, but it's and you know it's for your own good that it's deconstructing. That doesn't mean that there isn't fear and adjustment attached to that, and to recognize that. So as you're going forward, it's about making sure that you're making these decisions based on how they work materially for you and how they work emotionally for you. If they're going to bring that benefit to you, rather than reacting to it in a place of fear, like, yes, I'll do that because I'm scared I won't have an income, or yes, I'll do that because I'm scared I'll be alone, or yes, I'll do that for you, without necessarily getting the energy exchange back the other way. Because when you're reacting from that space of yes, you can then get overloaded. And then you do have that tower moment because everything is coming tumbling down because you're taking too much on. You have, like Lorna said, farmers are saying, "We'll take the load for you because it's not yours to carry necessarily." So make sure that when you're making these decisions, that it brings you joy and it brings you that spiritual and emotional growth that you're looking for. Because the rings that I have are Sobilu and Kenaz, and like, we were joking that Kenaz is to do with a boil, and if you keep walking on a boil when it hurts, you're going to do more damage to your foot. So if it's on the bottom of your foot, sorry, I should have explained it, that part of it. But if you keep playing with it and rubbing it, if it hurts and you keep doing it, you're going to make it worse. So maybe that's a reminder that sometimes we need to step away from things, that just because that thing has made us happy at some point, that maybe we take to step away for a little bit and then step back into it. And the undertone room that I got with this as well was Castro, which is bringing things into being. To me, it's the womb. But it also is about making calculated risks. So again, taking the time to assess all the options, because with the Seven of Cups, what may look like a glittering gold rail could potentially be a poisoned chalice. And the Holy Grail could be something that looks battered and beaten, but when you rub it, you find its true value. So it's about really taking the time to assess options and things going forward. Yes?
Did you just say Holy Grail?
I love that you never expand on anything. It's amazing.
So
yeah.
I can't, if you have, I'm going to make sure that you're finished before I start talking to them. Yesterday we had, at my house once a month in the area, we do a healing circle for those that can make it, to bless the earth and specifically the reservoir and the water for the drinking for the people and the animals and everything, and just trying to bring the ecosystem back into balance. Because when you put a 10,000 acre lake and where there was no water before, it makes the ecosystem very unhappy.
Yep.
That happened in the 60s, so there's just a lot. We're trying to bring it back into balance. But so the Orstrom oils and the Pomanders and the Quintessence and all that, and everyone picked.
That's what I used.
Yeah, you've got that green, so good. So everyone who came to Circle picked their like ascended master, and she picked the Holy Grail.
There you go. Maybe that's going to help her to discern. Discern. There you go. That's your word of the moment. Discernment. Discern what's best for her.
My mind.
And to trust in that.
Wow. That's so interesting. I was talking about the Holy Grail. Well, not the Holy Grail, but the what do you call it?
The chalice.
Yes. I was talking about the chalice yesterday out of the blue.
Yes.
I love when all these little synchronicities happen. It's like,
dude, every time Kayleigh talks, I just love the way that you read the cards. Like, I just feel like I learned like 19 things. It's crazy. I just love it. I love how we're all so different too, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, right? You'll pick up that card and see something completely different. So valid.
Fascinating.
I just love how we all go like different places and have like these different things, but the messages is just I don't know. I just love our uniqueness. I think that's great. Sammy, thank you so much. We love you.
Sammy, thank you.
Keep us posted. We've got Tabby.
Tabby. Oh my gosh, what are we doing here?
Yeah, so Koreana.
Yeah. Okay.
Why can I smell
Bum 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 bum.
Shinifia sotoro shiti kiatoro. Wow, you're really.
Yeah, you get them to the chaos of Whoa. So I'm laughing because Obsidian, and Lorna and I were just talking about Obsidian yesterday.
Oh, Lorna, show your yes.
That even looks like that.
I am just loving working with stones, and I still there's so much to learn still, but I just get so excited when the stones are like, me, I wanna, and then whoa, I just drop them all over the place. But anyway, I'm gonna wait my turn, but I just had to share that one.
You want to go first?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Who's coming? Hi, Terry.
Muted. Go on.
Hello, Allison.
I'm Lorna and
I'm
Dina.
Lorna.
Sorry, I was obnoxious.
Why should we like
Because I wanted it done.
Goodbye.
To remind me of you, my darling.
Huh?
Never mind.
I'm like, no, I don't.
Love you.
Love you.
I'm like obnoxious American. I'm like, look at me, I'm here. Look at me, look. Well, that was unexpected.
Sorry, just some boxes fell off.
Company's coming.
It's probably a reminder to tell me to post your parcel that I haven't sent, that I've had ready for about 6 weeks.
I have had your parcel ready since August, and then I just keep putting things in it.
Yeah, but I sent you your birthday present separate because it was awesome.
It all. Oh yeah.
Sent in yours Monday.
Oh my gosh. So, guys, she gifted me the Mood Oracle deck, and I'm like, when we have our little fun R-rated reads at some point again, when we roll into that season, they are the greatest. Penelope's is her favorite one is into the crown chakra, out through your butthole.
The meditating.
All right. Sorry. Tabby, oh my gosh. Okay. So, when I pulled all the cards, which we'll go through, when I really stepped into your energy, it was like it was like a procession, and I was just like walking down, and almost like trumpets. And so when I got to the end, your team was telling me that you're about to get a huge upgrade, like you're awakening to something that is just truly spectacular. I'm not sure if you're feeling the feeling I'm getting, if almost like it's coming, and like a little bit of trepidation just because it's unknown, so your brain's having like a moment. Because that's what our brains do, right? But just a reminder, so the Empress card, that remember, so like the message I got from this card is like, okay, so rabbits and hares look really gentle and sweet, but when you get close to them, if you ever have an opportunity to catch a wild one, they're incredibly muscular and really they're not. That sweetness is replaced by like confidence and strength and a knowing, right? So that very groundedness of that. So that really steps forward, and just a lot of just keep being optimistic, like hold that frequency, calling in the mare energy, the mare and stallion energy for just taking your herd with you, right? Just taking and traveling and going in person places. I think that's really like, so you're calling, obviously you've got with Dina, you've got your soul language event coming up in your hometown. So that's really exciting, but there's just like, keep working. Like I got like, this is so crazy because these two cards, the 9 of acorns and the 8 of crystals, are all about power, preservation, dedication and progress. So it's like, yeah, this is a big leap of faith. Just keep trusting your intuition, and that this Empress card keeps coming back to almost like that mother part of it, like imparting your wisdom and helping those around you grow. And really also, I just feel like there are certain people in your life who are really in a need for that mother and this energy of like, it's just okay for you to be you and don't worry about it. There are a few. So just honoring that part of you, and celebrating that you are a safe space for many. And that's really so important now. Yeah, you're just about to, you're about to unlock, like, if you're open to it, I'd like to just do some work on your on the back of your head, just to do a little maintenance. So just let me know if that's okay. I'm done.
Do you mind if I go next?
Oh my gosh. Who wants to go next?
Lorna does.
Yeah. Do you
Okay, good.
mind? Okay, so I'm seeing, because I've got water with me anyway, but I see a child in the middle of the sea in this beautiful cradle. And I'm going, right, okay, so why are you showing me this? I don't know if you're going through self-doubt or inner child. You should be proud of who you are. I totally agree with Allison. You've got major changes coming. But I feel with you, you need to nurture yourself. Hold on a minute. So I asked if what would be the crystal to give you, which would be the golden healer, and also it's orange. And also I decided, okay, so what cards do I need to give you? And they told me to get a color card, which is orange. And it says about nurturing yourself. Okay. Selena's saying as well, just when you get into the bath, when you get into the water and you just relax, imagine all that you'll lay in this beautiful orange water, and it's taking, and it's just giving you all this goodness that you need for your heart. Because yes, you are different and we're all unique in different ways. But you need to clear yourself away from anything toxic that you've been around recently. Because I keep seeing a male energy that has put things into your mind, and then you're second doubting yourself. You are truly a beautiful spirit, your soul, because the divine order, it's all orange. And when you look at the scales, we have to be equal. We have to have that balance in our life. But definitely nurture yourself, because you've got something that's going to be so beautiful, and just go with the flow. But with you, if I could give you anything, it's nurture yourself, believe in yourself, because yes, you are unique, and you've got lots of things coming your way. But I needed to get that one out. But also take some obsidian with you, put them in your pocket, yeah, or get some aura quartz, titanium quartz. So anybody that gives you anything negative and that doesn't sit right with you, it'll reflect back to them. But yeah, Toshiki, yeah. Hope that helps.
Can I go? Oh my gosh. So, Tabby. So, I also pulled the obsidian card, which goes with Lorna, everything Lorna was saying. And I also pulled the balance card. And I just love when like the cards I pull like confirm, validate like the other readings. And but I love how like there's this the yin yang and the balance and the purple dragon, and it's all like this is also a transition. It's like this is part of the up leveling. And I have two other stones for you. I have emerald, which is all about vitality, spring, unity. It's a stone of successful love. And this is about like radiating health, prosperity, vitality. And it's like your like everything is like there's this like balancing act right now. And at the same time, I also got this card, Mao Shan. Giving is receiving. So I feel like there's this balance of like you're giving, you're being there in the community, and then there's more of a coming into balance of what you will also be receiving more of. And that's why I feel like the Lala card is also about speaking what creating your story, speaking your words are your wands. Like she's all about like speaking what you want to create. You are the author of your own story, and like your words have so much power. And this is sometimes these cards are like they have their own, you know, even though I don't read the tarot, for me it's like they come to me in such an order that it's like wow, like wisdom, abundance, good luck. I feel like, you know, the first thing that came to my mind was like this upcoming event that you and I are doing. And I feel like there's some things that are coming into light that it's giving you this opportunity to clean house of any beings that are not, you know, they're just part of the old story. They're not coming with you into this new next chapter. And it's okay, because there's all this heart energy that's like, you know, I love you, but right now I'm going on my way, and now I'm in this new chapter. And thank you so much for your assistance in getting me to this place. And but the thing is, look at this card. I mean, there's so much like balance and like peace and harmony and flow and spirit. It's kind of like as you are like more tuning in to your core, it's like it's like all the pieces of the puzzle to help you create, and this up leveling. I'm feeling the energy coming into the crown right now. It's like download center, and just making the space for spirit to guide you and work through your centers. I feel like this just very much goes hand in hand with, you know, this upgrade, and just that luminescence, stepping into your luminescence. Okay, I'm done.
I love that tower thing. Okay, I'm done.
Yep. For me, as soon as I'm in your energy, that's really weird. My throat's gone weird. Yeah, as soon as I'm in your energy, it's just fire. It just feels like fire all around me, everywhere. So I was like, "Oh, that's a bit much. Take that back." And then I just shut my eyes for a second and I saw what I thought was a firefox. But so it was like a fox with fire, but it was a bit indistinct that it was a fox. I just assumed it was a firefox, a bit like Flareon in Pokemon. I don't know if you know Pokemon, but like that kind of, but it was more actual living flame and it wasn't specifically a fox. It had like a face like that. But, and then when I looked into it, fox itself is about, possible upcoming confrontation that may be coming up, but using your senses in order to help you kind of avoid it getting to that point, allowing spirituality to go. Spirituality, it's not what I mean at all. Your psychic gets side to your intuition to follow a different path that doesn't have to involve like all out confrontation. You can have a conversation without having to be aggressive, I think is what I'm getting with that, because I'm feeling this whole fire, this whole heat, this whole thing boiling up, and it's how you're going to channel that, how you're going to work that. I think the universe is moving you from one place where you're not safe, for want of a better word, or it's not going to serve you, it's unhealthy for you to be there, and moving you to a place where you are going to then thrive. So at the moment you're in a survival kind of mode and you're moving to a place where you're thriving. What you need to focus on is getting to where you're going to be and then worry about processing what just happened afterwards. But when I looked into what a firefox actually is, it's actually a red panda. And these red pandas, the key spiritual gifts that they give you is disguise, stability, and protection. So I don't know if for a little while you need to just get on with what you're doing and just appear as though everything's rosy I know that's not a healthy thing for me to tell you to do, but I feel like if you go and have that battle now, you're going to be reacting rather than responding to the situation. So it's a case of you need to move on to where you're going and what you want to move to. Because I feel like there's more information coming in for you that you're going to need before you have a certain conversation. And you're actually moving towards a place where your true people are, where your true people are going to be, your people that you need to be with. But what you're being asked for right now is actually stillness. And then when I said, well, what do you mean by stillness? And I just shut my eyes and went off again. Because one of the aspects of Red Panda is tree magic. And I think you need to meditate in some way that involves being in a forest. So I don't know if you do that already, but as I'm sat in that forest, the masculine side of me was nice and cool, but the feminine side was on fire. And I mean fire. So I don't know if this is a woman wound that's happening to you at the moment, that there's women involved and you're not knowing which ones to trust. But you're being asked to be put in stillness, to ice, to almost to ice it, to heal whatever, to kind of just deal with that right now. That's what I feel like. I feel like the ice is down this side. To cool whatever that is, you need to be looking at those that you do know and the ones you can count on. There's only 3 cups there. So maybe it's about keeping the circle small for a little while. If you're worried that taking a different direction and traveling to a different place, metaphorically, spiritually, whatever, that's not going to take you to where you want to get to, you are going to end up regardless of how you throw that. You have the rune of the unknown, but it translates over to Gar. And another aspect of Gar is that Odin threw his spear, and no matter what way he threw it, it always hit its target. It doesn't matter if you take a side road, you're always going to end up exactly where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. And then they showed me these orange and white selenite hearts. So I don't know too much about orange selenite, but I know that, yeah, exactly that. It even faded like that. How weird. Anyway, yeah, so it was orange selenite and selenite hearts, but they were hearts specifically. So I don't know if there's something in the crystal or something in the shape of the crystal, but that's what they showed me. And I'm done.
Selenite is a healer, but it's also used as a worry stone. It can be used for different things.
All of a sudden I got this. And you know what this is? This is about discernment, self-awareness, intentional. And it just kind of like citrine spirit quartz enhances your sense of self-awareness, dissolving apprehension and self-doubt to clear the way for more confidence in your daily life, no matter what material things you may or may not possess. It is highly focused, an excellent stone for planning and goals.
That's orange spirit quartz.
How does she know these things?
Can I
How does
just
she have all
say,
these
like,
in her house?
what?
It's just amazing she has them all in her house.
I know. It's like, oh, here's a card. Here it is. Here's a card. Here it is. But like jade is another one. But wow, it's kind of like, I just love this. This is so much fun. And I just feel like seeing the possibilities and potentialities and
That's jade.
that's beautiful. Oh, there
I
it
gotta
is.
stop.
It's like,
Sorry.
Never stop. Teach
I
us
love
all
it.
the
She's got
things,
everything.
Lorna.
well, you know what? I got this crystal grid deck because it's a way to travel with your stones without having to bring all your stones with you. But I realized, like, I really love this crystal grid deck because I asked what stones are in the highest good for the person, and then they can just go buy the stone if they want, right? So, and I get to learn about all the different stones, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that about you.
Every day's a learning day. It's
I
amazing.
know.
I love it. But I love that I feel like that was a cacophony of blessings on your way, Tabby. I feel like all.
Yeah,
Man.
lots of love, girl. Thank you so much.
Right? Thank you. Wow.
Shall I show you my new crystal? So you've got Caribbean calcite, but that's actually raw. The same
That's the
thing.
raw version.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
Please teach a
Ooh.
I
crystal
love
class.
Caribbean
I
calcite.
feel like you and Bib can get together and teach a crystal class.
Oh my God, no. She's just off the scale.
Yeah, I really
What's a
want to
good
learn
balance?
more about the stones. Like, sorry, did I interrupt you?
Nope. I'm just quietly formulating a plan.
Who's next?
Estella! She's got a crystal deck too.
Gotta clean up in here. La, 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 la.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love these dragon cards too.
Her dragon's coming in.
Yeah.
It's time.
Oh my gosh. Someone just sent me a post this morning about the dragons that and we have our dragon ceremony coming up this coming Saturday. And I really feel like a lot more dragon ceremonies are needed to assist the dragons in us. It's what's happening. What's Oh, wow.
Wow. Cool. Okay. Stella. Continue to weave what you're doing. You're creating security and setting the stage for abundance at this time. So I would definitely call in or look into for you the message of the spider, especially the weavers. Circle again. Bless you. I was sway. Kidneys are reassessing. Okay. So I'm going to make sure I get that the message right. Look for those that have the kangaroo as their totem animal or one of their totem animals. Because kangaroos are cool and they're also scary. But they also will protect you. So those that, and so I guess really a fun thing you can do, if you take this anyway, is when you see someone or meet someone, whether it be online, in this circle here, in this circle anywhere, or like in the supermarket or whatever, be like, do they have kangaroo for a totem? And feel your yes or no, and kind of lean into that and see what that feels. April's going to be a big month for you. And there's a huge manifestation portal opening on the 4th that goes all the way to May 9th. When I pulled the Ram card, they were like April. So really, really plan for that. That's really where like your creativity and your confidence in that creativity is really going to take off. So allow it to fly in that way. So this is really like your prepping time. Keep going within. Keep doing the things that bring you joy, whatever they are, and all of your discovery of yourself and others. You've got this cord on your eye that I'd like to remove if you're open to that. It just belongs to a past that no longer serves you. So just let me know. Hi. Just let me know if you are open to that cord being dissolved and healing sent to both of the parts of it.
Did you say kangaroo?
I did.
So on my meditation app, I learned a fascinating useful fact about kangaroos, that a female kangaroo can hold back a fertilized embryo until the joey in its pouch is ready to leave. So it could be that you have 2 projects and you can only birth one at a time.
Yeah, that feels good.
And also, a kangaroo can only go forward, it can't go backwards.
Guys, I'm learning so much about kangaroos right now.
Me too.
Yeah, definitely look into that. And maybe that's part of all what it is. But the problem, I don't know. They're just showing, like, I just feel like a leaning in when I say the word kangaroo, totem, people, right? When I give the list, there's a leaning in. Your spirit's going, ooh, yes. So yeah, take all of that info and decide what feels right for you. I'm gonna just mute myself and remove this cord because I might be loud today. Okay, I'm done.
And also, a kangaroo, because I bought some new different cards. Kangaroo is courage.
I love that.
I do. Do you know what I'm learning? I'm like, oh, okay. Do you want me to go next?
Yep, go for it.
Okay, I see you on a beach and you're picking up all these different stones, crystals, and funny enough, I keep seeing Caribbean. And also when I look onto the sea, there's this dragon boat and you're going to different parts of islands, just picking up little bits. I don't know if I feel with you that you're doing all this and you're taking Pacific stones off these beaches, but your first card was memories. So I don't know if I feel with you, you're thinking, you're having that quiet time, you're thinking about things and looking back in the past. You had the card of the parents as well. Just looking back on memories, thinking back on memories, and just what you need to do, you need to look forward to what you want in your life, because beauty is within Okay, you've got to like yourself. I feel sometimes you don't think that you are, what's the word? You're worthy. You are. I did pick a colour card for you, and it was lilac, and it's strengthen your faith on your journeys when you go picking different things, picking different stones, picking different crystals. The crystals open up. It's like everything has energy. So when you pick up a crystal, it has different energies. If I could give you a crystal, what would it be? Okay. And I would give you the crystal Saiyunate because it reflects. It's like looking in a mirror. It is one of the greatest healing stones. And whatever you're feeling through your memories, this will help just release the hurts that you've had, and it will strengthen and heal you. But bring lilac into your life as well, because lilac's a healing as well. What was it? What I was going to say? With every breath I take, my faith in myself and the divine is renewed. I'm ready to receive the highest love and abundance from the universe. Just think about that when you think of lilac. But yeah, you've got an amazing journey. But memories are precious. But with hurt, and Selena's making me go back to this card again with your parents. You're a good person, but don't forget beauty lies within, you know, and true people will love you for who you are, not what you do. So I hope that helps. I finished.
Kayleigh, do you want to go?
Can do. I'm ready if you want longer.
I want longer.
Okay.
So putting the pieces together.
So the cards that I was given were at the page of wands, something that we're really passionate about, thinking about going on an adventure with, but we're not quite ready yet. We're not quite developed yet for some reason. I actually feel that ties in with that kangaroo, actually, because we then have the Knight of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles, and it's about having a seed that's being planted and has already kind of got its foundations and its root system kind of taken hold. But it's about when you bring this other project in, this other thing in. So it feels like there's something that you are currently focused on and working through and very aware you need to be working through. But there's this other thing that you've always wanted to do that's kind of sat there on the sidelines. And for you, it feels a bit like when the timing is right for that to happen. The rune that I had was on Zeus, which is about manifesting and using words. I'm not even going to bother. My light's too bright. Manifesting and using words in that way and listening and receiving messages and communications in some way. So I don't know if you are waiting for a sign or a message in some way that it's time for you to start taking that step forward with this other idea, this other project. But you also have Ingvar, which is kind of the seed for me. This is the seed rune as an undertone. So it's the case that you do have these two perfectly great things. You just can't do both at the same time. And this one will be here waiting. This thing is meant to happen. So it doesn't really matter that it gets planted later in life. You can do that after. So whatever it is you're focusing on right now, this one will be here as a seed for you to grab when you are ready to do it, when you know the time is right, when you know you have the time to commit to it. That will still be there. And then the really weird thing was I was sat there and my eyes were shut. Yes, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is with the family with the kangaroo as well. Yeah. I just saw this. This is going to sound really weird. So I saw this tower like on Aladdin. You know the tower that they get shooting off on in the film, like that tower, the shape of it anyway, that they got shot. Jafar knocked them off to wherever, and then they were out in the cold for a while, and then they made their way back. Oh, that makes sense. So this idea might be out in the cold for a little while, and then it'll make its way back. But then I was just sat there, and I was this rich lady from Middle East, where obviously that tower came from, and I was having my hair brushed back, and they were just brushing my hair back, and I looked down at my hands, and I had bangles on, and I was like, well, show me which crystal matters, and I was given garnet as the crystal that matters for you. So maybe there's medicine in garnet, but I don't know if it's necessary that was a past life that you may have had. But it was nice. It was nice to be pampered and treated and to be the center of attention for a little while. So maybe it's worth giving yourself that time once in a while for you to be pampered. Go and get your hair done, or treat yourself to something shiny, or a crystal maybe. But it kind of felt like it's okay for you to be prioritized as important with that vision. I'm done.
Yeah, yes. So, okay, where to even begin? Okay, so these dragons. This is basically like the dragon I saw you with. You know, you ever see those like pictures of a woman and a dragon, and she's like looking up at the dragon, and she's like, the dragon is like, you know, and like I feel like your soul guardian dragon is the dragon that's going to assist you with like helping you to remember who you truly are, helping you to remember the memories of you that are going to help you know more about yourself. And so really this is a time of you connecting with your dragons, and Asclepius is the dragon for the healers. So you have these abilities within you from different lifetimes, and there's some clearing away that needs to happen. There's transmutation that needs to happen for you to make room to be able to birth these projects. There's clearing, there's a grace of you giving yourself grace and acceptance of there's a time for everything, and there's a time for you to kind of bring it all in and really you know, do these self-loving things and tuning into who am I really, not just in this lifetime, but like what are the memories that are going to assist me with knowing who I truly am. And that's why also Kuan Yin, because there's so much more to you than you even know, and that's part of it. Like there's so much more. You are so multidimensional, and sometimes it really helps other people to show, and our guides and our dragons to show us who we are as a soul being. And then we have Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin has this message of like she's gonna come in and be with you, and she can hold space with you. And the thing is, and she has this mantra here: I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. And I feel like sometimes we go through suffering in order for us to see the magic and the gifts from the suffering, and grace is suffering. There is grace in suffering, and sometimes we're like, I don't want to have to suffer. But sometimes it's like things get born from that, you know. And so the golden healer showed up as a stone for you as well, and as well as agate. And that, so the agate is about grounding and stability and grounding into, you know, being able to be centered and allowing your psychic abilities and your intuitive gifts and your healing gifts to really going back into Mother Gaia, connecting with the earth dragons, connecting with your dragon, your soul dragon, and like kind of being in like a I'm imagining you sitting there and like your dragon swirling around you and speaking to you and speaking encouragement into you. Woo! I do feel some emotion. I do feel emotion, a lot of emotion when I first, actually I feel like there's some releasing, releasing of some trapped emotion. So like EFT tapping could be really good for you if you're not already doing that. Yeah, I was like, I'm like doing it right now. I'm like, wow. So
You're just transmuting her right now.
what?
Like your tornado came in, you're like, I'm just gonna transmute you right now. Okay.
Yeah, something just dropped. Oh my god, my galactic amethyst just fell on the floor.
Hashtag Nancy Taylor.
Oh, my poor galactic amethyst. But she won't. Oh my god. But she didn't break. You see? She fell, but she didn't break.
I love you, Dina, so much.
Okay, so I you can fall, but you're not gonna break. And I feel like that's part of like that being able to get up again, being able to keep going. You know, so, and that was one of the messages in with one of these dragons, is that to not let this any setbacks or lead you to feeling like you're a failure, because sometimes setbacks happen, so we can, like, with curiosity, okay, well, let me go at it with a different angle. Maybe there's something else here for me to discover, because, you know, failure is just an attempt that didn't go in a way that we thought. It's not meant for us to give up. It's just meant for us to look at another way to approach it, to move forward. So, but if we were to get things right on the first try, we wouldn't have the opportunities to learn other ways, other perspectives for it to happen. Yeah, there's my tornado. Oh, Shikirana.
Yeah, cool. So I love all this so much. So there's two. I just want to wrap around it. Thank you, Tia. Are you finished? I'm so sorry.
I'm done.
Okay. So when the cord was dissolved, Ellen of the Way stepped in, and she's really just such a gorgeous thing. She's really about divine sovereignty and choice. So here's what I was told is you can nourish both things at once by doing one thing, right? So using your soul language, walk around your home and bless your home with the language of your heart, with the language of your soul, right? Whatever comes out, bless it, whatever that is. And as you're doing that, you're practicing, right? You're also speaking your truth, and you're also blessing. So anywhere that your family walks through will automatically be, and you're telling the house too that it is stable and it is loved. And that is like such an important thing, right? When going around my house is one of my favorite things to do, and just blessing it, being like, I love you so much. You know, and I've noticed, here come the mantis. I'm going to mute you, Dina. I'm so sorry. The mantis are like trying to come in. No, we already said no. The mantis want to come in and just clean it up. So, right. Maybe mantis is one of the frequencies you call in for as part of your soul language dialect, right? One of those, right? So allowing that to come in, those that want to come help and heal, maybe even saying all those that want to come and help heal and give stability to my house, to my family, please come with me at this time, and then just walk around. So you're on the journey of deepening your connection with your soul language, and then you're also doing this other thing, right? And so as that one thing, just as Kayleigh was saying, like as that one thing is being birthed and like the stability, right? You're also then doing self-care for yourself, right? So I can't even believe I'm going to say this right now, but she knows it's coming. Kayleigh knows this is coming. Odin sacrificed his eye for a reason, because he wanted to see everything. And so he let a lot of that go, right? And he knew what was needed in order for this to happen. I can't even believe I'm telling this story right now. And so he was willing to sacrifice. But here's the thing about the divine feminine. You don't have to sacrifice. There's a workaround. There's another way to do it. If sacrifice is what you feel is right for you, that is so good. But it's not the only way, just like Dina was saying, right? And there's all of this ancient knowledge, right, within you. So part of this, what the whole thing was talking about, is really just about when that cord was dissolved and removed and healed from your past. Like, I encourage you to use your left eye and look in people and see what you see in their eyes, right? You look your left eye to their left eye, that's soul to soul, right? And really get in there. You'll know right away when you look in someone's eyes how far they're willing to let you in, because you're looking straight at their soul and they're saying, this office is closed. And you go, oh, that's great. And then you can switch to the right eye and just talk to the human. But sometimes the soul wants to be spoken to, right? So this has been removed, right? You don't need to sacrifice anymore, right? That's a choice. So those are all the things. I can't even believe I just complimented Odin. I did it. Healing's happening. Right. So I hope all of that helps. I'm just gonna, so we have 2 people on the list that are left. Here come a mantis. I'm sorry, Dina. The mantis are like all over you.
I told you that was gonna happen, but I can't help it. Sorry. I just wanted to show her just one other stone.
Yeah.
Ametrine.
Here it comes. Do it, Lorna.
It's my favorite.
Really?
I use ametrine when I'm in a situation that I get stressed.
Oh, interesting. Ametrine brings the shadowy parts of us to light, healing deep wounds and trauma by confronting them directly. Ametrine encourages you to hop in the driver's seat and take control over your life. Aiding in discernment and clarity, ametrine gives you the confidence to take the lead. Boom!
Yeah, it does. And it works.
I love it. I can't help it sometimes, guys. Just get so excited when I see these stones. Okay.
I can't unmute you, Kayleigh. You muted yourself.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just laughing.
Oh, okay. I was like, I need to hear.
Oh, just that it works on your crown and your solar plexus.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, which will tie into all of that. Treat yourself, Estella. Treat yourself. That rock is calling to you. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We've closed the list because there's tetherings and classes and all kinds of stuff starting to come up. We have Pia, and then Mike will round out the list for today. I just want to check in with all of my beautiful sisters and making sure we're all feeling really good right now. Okay, perfect. So Pia, you're up. Say hi if you're still here. And thank you all for hanging out. We'll do this periodically. We're kind of working together, giving everyone a little bit as we go. Things are changing, right? So just keep looking. Me cruise directing. All right, Pia's here. Yashoko torora yana shatara raishi tiki yashoto to. Yeah. Shako toror shimishi torora arachituru. Yashotoroi miyashatara potoroshimia. Okay, a few things straight away before I even get into the cards. You are perfect just the way you are. You came here perfect. You are love. There's nothing more you need to do or be. That yearning to be noticed, to be recognized, to be valued. You are noticed, you are seen, you are valued, and you are loved. People may not be saying it all the time because as humans, we just, especially now in these times, we've been taught and programmed to not express that, to suppress our emotions, whether they be good or bad, but especially bad is keep those to yourself, being too much or any of that. Shianakara ishi tia nosori shianara iki shiatotori yamana shataria. Oroshinia kosotoshiana. The way your brain is wired is perfect. It is not like everybody else's, right? It's not supposed to be. That would be so boring. We'd never learn anything, right? So it's coming to a point now where you put up post-it notes around your home, or you write on your mirror, or your hand, or anywhere, and it says, I'm enough. I love you. I love myself. Really, really going through that. I'm also feeling too, hi Moni. I'm also feeling too, Dina's called it EFT tapping, allowing your body to experience and help move that. That also will restructure and rewire your brain, which is so beautiful. Your heart is beautiful. All of you is beautiful. There's something about each of our uniquenesses that just makes us so special, right? We're all each of a very unique frequency. And when we blend together, we find ways and start to understand and lean into how we become harmonious. And when we're taught from a very young age to not trust, to not believe that everyone is going to leave us or hurt us in some way, that's a big thing to stand in that truth and see that it's not the truth. It's our perception, right? To allow us to say, people are here for me. People do love me. I love myself, right? In my own unique frequency. Yeah, our flavor is not for everyone, right? But if we were for everyone, the game would be over. So I'd really love to, there's this one wound in your heart space that I'd really like to tend to in your garden. If you're open to that, just let me know. I share a very similar space in my own garden. It looks very similar to mine. So I've gotten pretty good at tending my own. So I'd like to offer that if that's okay, great. I'm gonna mute myself. Doo-da, doo-da. I'm done!
Do you want to go?
You can go if you want to. It's up to you.
I'm in the clouds, and I'm just loving life, and I feel with your spirit is you're just so unique. You need to start loving yourself a bit more and stop everything what Allison says. I totally agree with. You're just unique, and you don't have to change yourself to be like other people. Okay, because you had the card straight away, beauty within. You had that as well. Your beauty shines out. You're different. You're unique. But also, I don't know, but are you been asking the universe for a certain thing? Because this card come up as answers. What? Lily really likes you, because Jack and Lily's just come in. She went, Mum, I really like her. She's beautiful. And I'm going, yeah, she is. But there's this Are you been asking questions or something? Because I thought I'd pull you an animal card, and when you look at this, it's the crane, and you look at that card, they just match. Just surrender to who you want to be, not what other people want you to be. Also, you need to clear your space. Take things out which is not working for you. Just be you, be alive. And I don't know why, but I just keep getting angels with you. Which angel? Okay, just 2 seconds. Angel Michael, he's saying that he's going to look after you, he's going to guide you, but he's also going to be there for you. Okay, and I'll give you one more card. But this cloud journey is amazing. That's what I kept thinking as well, Shamil. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. This angel always works with me as well. So with the angels, with everything, and beauty lies within, and your answers, and just surrender. I just love those 2 cards. They literally just go together. But get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. But yeah, you're unique, and just be proud of who you are, because you are, beauty lies within. But I hope that helps.
Okay, so I'm going to be really cheeky, Dina. I'm going first because I need the toilet after this, because I need a wee. I've drunk too much tea. Anyway, so the first thing I got when I was in your energy was this pain under my arm, just here. And I was thinking about what that is and what that means. And I realized that that's my dominant, that's the masculine outward hand. And on the underside of the deck, I had this king with a sword. So I don't know if there's a communication or there's something you're trying to make happen, and you think that by outwardly actively doing it, you think that's going to achieve it. But this arm then felt really weak. And then I thought of Richard III, who was like, he got very paranoid towards the end, and his sword arm got really weak. And he thought he was being cursed by someone, when really he was just getting older, and he was just battle weary. And so I don't know if you feel like there are people or the universe is against you in some way, but I agree with Lorna with the whole, because we have the Hanged Man as one of your cards coming in, that it's needing to surrender is an aspect of that card, and the need to allow things to come into being. Because the other 2 cards that I have for you is I really hate that this doesn't show very well, the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. And the King of Cups is somebody that's mastered their emotional and psychic and spiritual self. And also the Queen of Wands is somebody that's really confident, really sensual, really is comfortable in her physical body, and she knows what she wants, and she knows that she deserves it. So I don't know if you've been trying to manifest something by forcing something, but it's almost like you need to just put it out there and surrender and say, I know I deserve this coming in. I know it's coming to me because I'm worthy. And then kind of be in the flow of waiting for that to come in. Because the room that I got is useless showing you it because it's blank. But I've got my Elder set, and the blank one translates over to Gar. And again, it's ending up exactly where you're going to end up. This is twice I've had the Hanged Man today with this rune, where you're going to end up where you end up. And as horrible as it is me saying it, you just have to wait for it to come in. And just, it's a test of patience. It's a test of, there's a sacrifice attached to it, and the sacrifice is, in this situation, is control. You cannot control it coming in. You have to allow it to come in the way it's supposed to come in. You can't force this situation. All you're doing is making yourself tired and causing yourself pain, clearly. So maybe it's about allowing the feminine to take over in this way, because that's king energy, that's masculine energy. Allow yourself to receive, to know the queen, a feminine, attracts things to her. She doesn't actively go out and take it. It attracts towards her. So allow your feminine to do the work right now. Allow it to be receiving the energy, receiving what you need coming in, because you're going to end up there. The more you force it, actually, the more you're going to end up tangled up upside down on that tree, waiting for it. Whatever you're trying to get, it will be here by summer. It will be here by summer. You just have to know that it's coming. I'm done. I'm also going to disappear to go to a bathroom break.
I love you so much. After these messages, she'll be right back. Bloop.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna say that one of the cards I pulled was the Cosmic Egg. And as Kayleigh was just delivering that last piece of the message, it so went hand in hand with the Cosmic Egg. And the Cosmic Egg is this is really about connecting within, and this is really about being held by this cosmic egg. And what I was getting is, like, you know, when you have like a bird's egg, you don't crack it and force it to open. You allow the egg to be ready to open up from within in divine timing. So this is about the non-rushing, the allowing, the nurturing of the ideas, the nurturing of the projects, and allowing them to be birthed, and allowing them to crack open in divine timing. And then I got the owl, and I feel, to me, the owl represents wisdom. The owl represents, to me, higher wisdom in this moment, and tuning into the inner wisdom of your highest self. And and I got so many cards. But Tiger's Eye is about helping you break through any blockages that stand in your way. It's about grounding. Okay. Tiger's Eye embodies the healing energies from both the earth and the sun, drawing in optimism while also grounding you into reality. And that goes with my, okay, this is like this balance. Okay, I don't know if I'm being too abstract, but the turn away is turning away from all the negative thoughts, all the thought forms that are really not helping you, and going with the flow, the divine feminine that we were just talking about earlier, and focusing more on positive thoughts, having those sticky notes that say, I am enough, I am loved. You know, all these self-assuring reminders of you are loved. Even if, you know, sometimes we have to do that mirror talk, and that mirror talk may be really uncomfortable sometimes, but I'm telling you, sometimes you just got to look in the mirror and like say, you know what? I love you. And no matter what everybody else says, I love you. And so I feel like everything is flowing together. And Asclepius is a very powerful energy of this dragon. It's very grounding and spiritual, and connecting with the spiritual. It's kind of like about, I feel like, when I feel into your energy, it's like, I feel like you know these things to do, and you're doing them, and you're really all about loving other people. And it's that, but why do you give yourself the love that you're giving to everybody else? You know, and sometimes we forget, or we lose sight of, why am I loving other people more than I'm loving myself? And I feel like that's kind of something that we all go through. It's almost like sometimes we need to see that in other people. Like, we want them to see how loved they are, but we don't necessarily always give ourselves that love. And sometimes as sisters, we need to remind each other, we heart each other that we're really all in this together and we really all have same kind of wounds, you know? And but really we're all made up of love. We're really all made up of love. And sometimes we have all these other things that like make us like have to go back within and wrap ourselves up with love that was already there, but we just sometimes forget to see it. That's it.
Beautiful. Woof. Going deep this morning, afternoon. This moment of now.
I mean,
I
the
love
dragons
it.
are like, hello.
Yeah. I'm excited for the next dragon ceremony Saturday. We'll have to share.
I know. Are you going to be able to make that one?
I hope so.
I know.
It's always my intent. It's always my intent to make everything.
I know. You just send your body everywhere.
I do. I always send myself out, but like, I'm realizing I have to be here too. And in the
You know, I mean, you can only be so many places, right? I mean,
physically, yeah, in the 3D world.
Yeah, I love you, Pia. Thank you.
Pia, thank you so much.
Oh, hi, Zay. I'm so excited for our live school chat later.
Hi, yes, thank you all so much for joining us this time. We do this periodically. This is actually the first time the four of us been together. Kayleigh's getting tea. Getting tea, going for a week.
I want to read this card. I want to send you the message from this card because this is the dilemma sometimes for me. It's like sometimes these cards, like I do my best to just read them intuitively of receiving the message from the cards without reading the booklet. And at the same time, sometimes the messages from the booklet are just so amazing. It's just that back and forth of.
Girl, I only read the booklet from this.
Okay.
Why recreate the wheel? There's some kind of stigma. I wish Kayleigh was here. Right? Kayleigh says this all the time. She's like, it doesn't matter. The message is the message, right? It doesn't matter how we get it. It's that we get it, right? And we deliver it. So however that needs to be there. Sammy she does a cool way of reading. She gets the cards and then opens the book and waits for the word to pop out. How cool is that? You know what I mean? So we all have, just like you were saying, with our uniqueness, we all have a different way and they're all right.
Right. I pulled Asclepius a bunch of times and I feel like she does want to, she has it. I love the dragon. I do really feel like the dragons really want to communicate more with us. I feel like, you know, they're part of us.
She's back.
Right? She's back. All right. Well, I'll post this card message later.
Yeah, do it. All right, let's round out our day, our session together with Mr. Mike Myers Jr.
This is beautiful. We love Mike. We love all of you.
Thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. You can find us all over the place. Kayleigh's at Magpie Moonchild. Lorna's over in her beautiful group, Moonlight Healing with Lorna Marshall. We're all on Saiyunate. Dina's literally everywhere. We all hang. Most of us hang out in Light Language Awakening. We've got Ascending Butterflies, our other beautiful sister group, which is so amazing. We're all over the place. We love Cruise Direct if you're needing any help with that. Mike Myers. Mike
Myers.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, I just want to go in and heal this wound. I want to dive deep. And I'm just being called to dive deep and go in and get in there. You know what I'm talking about? And look, it's my little walrus. I have a spirit walrus. Kayleigh found.
I love walrus.
Me too. Kayleigh found the spirit walrus for me. Sometimes I'm not.
Angelic.
Mm-hmm. So I really
Very
want to take this. Yeah. Great. So I'm just gonna dive right in and mute myself and just really go. We're gonna dive deep. I'm gonna bring the whale. I'm gonna bring some other friends. So Mike, there are some that I am bringing that I will meet at your gate. So just take a moment to just feel and make sure that everyone feels good coming in. There are a few that are very serious about permission, like more so than anything else. I'll just be there and then we'll talk for a second and then we'll come in what that is. We can talk about that more offline later. They're kind of shy and I honor that too. Okay, I'm going.
Do you want me to go? Yeah. Okay. All I want to do is step in a puddle. Oh, it's just so wild. So I looked at the water and it's like you're walking and there's this big, massive puddle and all I want to do is jump in it. Oh, it's just so wild, that is. Out of all my card decks, I needed to do the travelling ones for you. Water is energy. You need to cleanse yourself. I don't know. I just feel like, oh, okay. I'm on this trek and I feel like, oh, hold on a minute. How can I explain this? My senses are very alert. And it's like, I don't know, but with you, but you have a lot of ringing in your ears because spirit really wants to talk to you. And as I'm going on my journey, I'm meeting all these different people. But I think as well, you meet some people that aren't right for you, but only you will know if that's right or wrong. Okay, so your first card was get ready for a new horizon. You going on some journeys. And also stepping into your power, you are strong beyond measure. You don't realize how strong you are, but you need to cleanse yourself. This is what they're saying. But it's good to jump into puddles. It's good to go out in the rain and feel the rain on your face. It's good to pick up loads of snow up because it's water and just play around. But you do need to protect yourself. And I feel you've got a heart of gold, but people know that and they can easily abuse that as well. So by doing the water, doing the cleansing, you know, if you want to go out and do something, go out and do it. I'll pull you one more card. I hope this makes a lot of sense to you, but I just want to go in a puddle. So to me, that yeah, and you'll also get clarity as well. You're really drawn to water. I'm terrible because I use water all the time. But just be yourself, but also protect yourself. And just be that child again. Just do things that you want to do. Don't take life too seriously, but just protect your energy. And I would actually say with you, like titanium quartz, yeah, anything bad or anything that isn't right, it'll go back to the person that gave it. But lots of love, and Jack and Lily send their love, and Selena. Yeah, Lily's going to pop in and say hello to you. Okay, but I hope that helps. Finished.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. What I've got first of all is a need to rest. Or recognizing when you need rest. I don't know if you're go all the time, and there's this need to take this time to heal and possibly witness some sadness that's coming up, some shadow that's coming up for you, but allowing yourself the stillness to do that. Something has a foundation, but there's an unsurety of which way to go. There's, you know, which way's right. Okay, so your choice is based on having a choice between what is right and what is easy. That there is something that you need to do that has been offered to you, but you have control whether you take it, or how you receive this opportunity is up to you. You can either continue the way it is, which would be the easy choice, or you could take the option that's being offered to you or is being given to you. This is a divine offering, by the way, in case you wanted to know. You have the Wheel of Fortune. It's a fated choice. You haven't had any control of it coming in timing wise, but what you need to realize is the Wheel of Fortune is a wheel. So even if it turns down, you're still going to turn back up again to the benefit. So what I mean by that is, what is right would be to continue. You can ignore that. You can ignore the carousel. You can choose not to ride the carousel, or you can choose to get on it and know that that is going to take you right to where you're supposed to go. And that may well mean that there is this downturn of hardship, or not necessarily overly hardship, but like less tempting. You know, it's going to be a hard road, that there's going to be a down before it goes back up again. And the down is necessary to make the up absolutely worth it. The runes that you've been given are Urus, which was strength. And I swear I'm going to have words with Odin later, because yet again I've had this blinking Gar rune come out again for people, that you're going to end up exactly where you're supposed to be. But you also have Ingvar's, which is the seed. For me, it's the seed. So if you intend to take that seed and plant it, it's there for you. Just make sure that you're prepared to invest the time and effort that's required to bring that through to fruition. And also what you're using to help nurture that seed, that opportunity. It's almost like you need to take ownership of a project and responsibility, and the need to shoulder. That's why you're giving Urus the strength card, and the need to rest, because you're going to be carrying a level of responsibility. But you can do this journey. You can do this work. You can make this happen. You just need to call in the spiritual wisdom and knowledge that you already have. And also I saw an elephant seal in water. It's so funny. When you said about the puddle, it was that scene from The Vicar of Dibley where she jumps in the puddle and she just disappears in it. That is literally what, you know, that bit where she just disappears and she's like, oh my God, what's just happened? It's like you've had this spiritual deep dive, but then instead of her like staying on the surface, she went down and become this elephant seal. So I looked into the medicine of elephant seal, and it says pay close attention to your imagination and insight, and pay attention to your dreams and thoughts, because elephant seal teaches you that what you imagine is generally has a strong basis in reality and is not as far off as you may think that it is. So I think you know that it can happen, and to you it feels really arduous and way off. But I think once you make that choice, it will turn around quite quickly into where you want it to go. And I'm done.
Can I just show you? I got a seal. It's good, isn't it? Sorry. I got a set of mooses coming next week.
I love moose. Dina's still silent.
Okay. So Mike.
Dina, you have 3 minutes.
I know. I'm trying to make it quick. So, Sodalite is a stone for you. Basically, all these dragons that I pulled basically confirm everything that my dear ladies had spoken. Here's the thing. I highly recommend this dragon deck for you. Again, balance came in. When it comes to grounding into the daily tasks and choosing the path of least resistance and really going with the flow and having that empowerment of knowing you got this, okay? And that's when the crystal yellow dragon comes in and the royal blue and gold dragon comes in. And this is about standing in your power and wisdom and knowing you have a strong connection with the dragons and it's they're all around you. And you also have this inner wisdom. And so the thing is when you need to know more, when you need to open up to your wisdom, you can call upon your dragons and then connect with the earth as well and really feel into knowing that you're in a transformational period. And I don't really have much to add as far as words of wisdom here because what was already said is just so powerful. And I do feel some energy wants to come through in soul language from the dragons. That's what I feel needs to come through from me. So, boom. Okay. If you're open to it, here we go. 圣鸟多下那呀，好多过呀嘞呀，过呀啥呀那呀，好多的呀哈安吉呀哈安呀呀，我呀哈呀那里呀，下安呀诺尼呀，我也是呀也我呀上呀哈多多地呀啦卡呀卡呀上过呀啦呀哈呀我呀哈是呀那呀哈呀。I'm being told that you will know, you will feel into this. It will be speak with your dragons. They're here with you. And that's in your grounding cords down to Mother Gaia. There are earth dragons that want to work with you as well. Okay, so it's so interesting. Royal Blue Dragon, Sodalite. What a pair. Do I have 30 seconds left to read this card?
Yes.
Okay. Sodalite, logic, instincts, rationality. Rational thinking is heightened with the logic stone known to clear mental confusion and enhance analytical and creative problem solving. For those on the sensitive side of the spectrum, Sodalite helps ease anxiety around emotions and calms inclinations towards flighty feelings. This stone provides insight into truths that make sense, not just logically, but also intuitively, calls you back to your animal instincts, guiding you to trust your bodily sensations and the messages your physical self is constantly sending to your brain. So this, in that first card, Orbron, was about connecting with your body, was about grounding into your body and really getting out of your head and more into your body. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. Normally we just kind of go whenever, but we're we're honoring our human vessel time. Look at the mantis are coming in anyway. They don't care. They're like, we're gonna do healing anyway. So I have to mute you, Dina. I love you so much. Love you. They're just coming. They're coming. So I'm gonna end the broadcast. I hope you all have an amazing day. These ladies are the best. You know where to find us. Here I'm gonna Just let the mantis come in. Forget it.
Thank you.
So be well, be healthy, be whole, be adventurous, be you. That's how we do. Come find us. You know where to find us. Ending broadcast. See you later.
Yay.
Ending